I know that you are out here on the internet just desperate to find out exactly how do you create a content plan that ranks. These days, the stakes are high. You now not only have to rank in AI search and Google search, but also have a big social media presence so that your ideal clients can find you. I'm Dr. Jennifer Gardella, and since 2013, that's right, over 13 years, I've been helping attorneys and service providers just like you build massive digital presence on the internet. Now, what you are going to hear from me today is an explanation of Google EAT acronym, EEAT. EAT stands for experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. Now, what's so interesting is that Google EAT has been around since 2014. They added the experience E in 2020, but beyond that, nothing about it has changed. Marketers don't like to tell you this, right? They like to tell you that you need to be doing all of these fancy things on the internet, that there's new bells and whistles, that there are cutting edge tools, that you can do Instagram reels with this very special way to put on it doesn't matter, people, at all. If you are doing all of those things, but you don't have a strategy built around EAT, you are completely wasting your time. So Google EAT again stands for experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. Now, let's go through each of them. EAT starts with experience. And let me back up here and say for a minute that what you really need to do to make this work is build in these strong signals that we're going to go over. So you need experience. Show that you have done the work before. You want firsthand insights into exactly how things are done. Again, don't give away your secret sauce, but have original examples, client experiences, case studies, lessons learned, myth bust. Everyone loves a good myth bust. Myth busting content. So that's your experience. Have you been doing this long enough to get results? Then there's expertise. So demonstrate that you have subject matter expertise, but be careful here because what we don't want is any of the technical jargon. So we don't want a lot of heavy legal terms. We don't want a lot of accounting terms. What we want is useful information. This can be kind of hard to do, but you want useful content that answers your ideal client's questions. Another way to look at this also is that anytime that you do use any jargon that they're not going to understand, that's another piece of content. Great way to do it. Great way to build content. Now, you want to also highlight authoritativeness. This is your reputation. These are your professional credentials, your media mentions. You want to be highlighting speaking engagements, guest posts. So backlinks play a big part here, and industry involvement. For instance, I am a graduate of Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses. My business is also certified by WeBank. So those are two sets of credentials that give me credibility out there. I also have taken a smattering and have received all of the certificates that I need in digital marketing. And I have a PhD, so I understand how people think and learn. And because my PhD is in educational psychology, and I understand how to measure the heck out of what we're doing because my PhD is also in statistics. So make sure you have the authority to be claiming what you're claiming and work with people. We also want you to be out there ensuring, or I should say, letting people know that you're trustworthy. How do you do that? Clear contact information. Everyone is hiding behind their website as if individuals do not want to work with other people. It sounds ridiculous and it's old school. People want to work with people. So many businesses are out there hiding because the owner doesn't want to be attached to the business in case they're going to sell. Let me tell you, you are missing a golden opportunity to bake trustworthiness into your website. Have clear contact information, clear pages on who you are. You also want to make sure that you have things like privacy policies and secure website if you're taking information. This also helps with accurate claims and transparent business practices. Again, we're not giving away the secret sauce, but we're being transparent about what we're doing. Now, how do you bake EAT into your website? How do you bake that experience? How do you bake all of those other pieces like your expertise, your authoritativeness, and trustworthiness? I'm going to give you some very clear, immediate takeaways. Go to your website and build up your bio. That's the number one thing that you should be able to do. Put in all of the things that we talked about. Who do you help? How do you help them? What kind of successes do you get for them? What are all of those experiences? Then have your ego logos. That's what I call them. I even have them. They're important. So put your credentials in there and make sure that all of this is also on your LinkedIn profile and on professional profiles that you have out there on the internet. Then you really want to start to build in those claims with reliable sources. So you want to be able to link, you want to be able to show that you're citing credible research, include publication dates. Don't just be nebulous about what you're claiming. You want to include the links to the resources and citations, and regularly update outdated information. No one is doing this. Everyone thinks that they should leave old blogs on their website. And that's true with the exception of outdated information. You want to get that out of there. A big website filled with old content is kind of horrible. So you want to, again, build EAT then slowly but surely into your online presence, your website, your social media profiles, your business listings, your review platforms, and your industry directories. All so important. And then what you want to do is you want to ensure that you are regularly baking EAT in to your blogs, social media, and newsletters. That should be a coordinated plan. And this is what we here at the Gardella Group do best. So what we start with is first an audit of your existing content. Who you think you're writing to, who you want to be writing to, and what are the gaps what are the opportunities that we have to write better content towards your ideal client. So we identify all of the gaps, whether it's a gap with your credibility, whether it's a gap with your trustworthiness, we can do that. Then we start to update the priority pages, the LinkedIn profiles, very critical, the pages on your website. And we also then create very quickly a strategy to be baking the right words into your website with blogs, newsletters, and social media posts into those platforms as well. So I'm Dr. Jennifer Gardella. If you have any questions at all, please book a call. You'll find my link below. And thanks for your time. I look forward to seeing your phenomenal Google EAT compliant content out there. Thanks.